An expanded cabinet with new faces sworn in Antigua and Barbuda. And in sport, Chris Gayle thrilled to be playing in next year's Cricket World Cup. Nicole Best, and this is the Caribbean in 10 for today, Friday, March 23rd. I'll be back with the details in just a moment.
Just say you miss me, Joe. Hey, Jamal, do you ever call mom and dad?
Well, you know they no longer take my calls. And if they did, they would have known that you have not been sleeping in my house lately.
Jamal!
Why would we need that? I know my safe period. Safe period?
I've heard about it somewhere, but I didn't understand. It has to do with the time during our cycle when we can't get pregnant. But even then, you can still catch something.
Now you're gonna try to get 12 equal pieces. Pieces of dough into the buns. I'm just gonna place it on my baking pan. As yet, you'll have to let them cool for about 15 to 20 minutes or so. So I'm gonna brush on another mixture on top.
Expanded cabinet is in place following the Antigua and Barbuda Labour Party's landslide victory in Wednesday's general election. Among the new faces is Prime Minister Gaston Brown's wife, Maria Brown, who successfully contested the St. John's Rural East seat previously held by her uncle, Sir Lester Bird. The Prime Minister will retain the finance portfolio in the 13-member cabinet, while his wife will serve as Minister for Housing, Lands and Urban Renewal and as the Minister as a Minister of State in the Ministry of Legal Affairs, Public Safety and Labour. Asad Michael returns to the cabinet after being ousted following his arrest in the United Kingdom in relation to a bribery investigation, even though he was released without charge. He is Minister for Investment and Trade. Sir Robin Yearwood retains the Public Utilities, Civil Aviation, Energy portfolio, and Milford McNicholas will hold on to the Information Broadcasting, Telecommunications, Information Technology Ministry. Michael Brown will remain as the Minister of Education, Science and Technology. Malwyn Joseph will have responsibility for the newly styled Ministry of Health, Wellness and Environment, while Chet Green will have a new assignment as Foreign Affairs, International Trade and Immigration Minister. The Ministry of Sports, Culture, National Festivals and the Arts, which he once held, goes to newcomer Darrell Matthew. Samantha Marshall remains Minister for Social Transformation, Human Resource Development, Youth and Gender Affairs, and Charles Max Fernandez serves as Minister for Tourism, Economic Development. Dean Jonas is Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries and Barbuda Affairs. Lennox Weston, a Senator and Minister of State in the Ministry of Finance and Corporate Governance in the last administration, will retain that portfolio, and Public Works has been added to his responsibilities. Dominica's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit has suggested that the recent election victories in Antigua and Barbuda and Grenada show that citizens understand that if it isn't broken, then don't fix it. And he says the wins have given both governments a strong and clear mandate to bring about needed reform. Speaking on the state-owned DBS radio earlier today, Skerrit congratulated Prime Minister Brown on his ABLP winning 15 of the 17 seats in Wednesday's election and said it showed that, as in the case of Grenada, where the new National Party won all 15 seats, the electorate had evaluated all options and determined it was better not to tinker with a working formula.
All may not be well with everyone and for everyone in Antigua, but voters obviously took the bigger and broader picture into consideration and stuck with the incumbent party. I believe the message we can draw from both the Grenada and Antigua election outcomes is that stability at this time is crucial. If what you have is working for you, then it is better, the reason, to stay with it. These large mandates have given each respective government the opportunity to make hard but needed decisions with respect to the refashioning and revitalization of the respective economies.
Building resilience in the Caribbean tourism sector is about much more than just focusing on structural resilience, because economic resilience is equally vital for the survival of the sector. And that's the view of Secretary General of the Caribbean Tourism Organization, Hugh Riley. Speaking at the conclusion of the 24th Inter-American Congress of Ministers and High-Level Authorities of Tourism in Guyana, he said the discussion on building resilience is important and timely, since the Caribbean is the most dependent tourism region on the planet, and he said this goes much further than just building codes. Riley says a sustainable marketing fund should be created for the region, since marketing the Caribbean brand collectively and effectively is critical.
Responsibility to make sure that the whole business of marketing our brand effectively is done. We cannot, as individual member countries, we cannot rely upon our sometimes meager budgets to do the job for us. If we were ever to pool our resources and market our brand effectively, we would be a powerful force to reckon with out there in this incredibly competitive business. So brand leadership is a fundamental factor in building Caribbean tourism sector resilience.
Stay with us. Your midday sport is next. Talismanic West Indies opener Chris Gayle says he is thrilled to be playing in next year's World Cup in England. The left-hander was part of the Caribbean side that defeated Scotland on Wednesday in their final Super 6 match of the ongoing ICC World Cup qualifiers to clinch one of the two available spots. The veteran player says he will be focusing on his fitness as he prepares for what will be his final global 50 overs tournament.
Definitely need a couple of months to get properly fit. And that hunger will be there for sure, and especially I love playing in the UK as well, so I'm definitely looking forward to that as well. A lot of West Indians all over the world. A lot of them are actually sad in this. We are actually in this position to actually play to qualify, but it's life, Cricket is like life. You have ups and downs, and nothing is guaranteed in life. It doesn't matter how rich or poor you are, so you have to take things into stride and into stages as well. But actually we qualified for the World Cup now. We missed out on the champion trophy. That was a big blow for us, and big disappointment not having West Indies there. Even if we actually were to miss the World Cup, that will be a big blow for West Indies cricket as well again. So it's good to actually come get over this hurdle, and hopefully better things can happen for West Indies cricket.
The 38-year-old Gayle has played in 4 World Cups but has been missing from ODIs in recent years. In fact, he played just 6 of the Windies' 23 ODIs last year, returning for the Tour of England following a 2.5-year break. And Gayle said the World Cup provided him with an opportunity to appease the appetite of committed fans. Now that's Caribbean in 10. Join us at 6:30 for Caribbean Newsline. Until such time, have yourselves a good afternoon.